Yesterday I had two meetings cancel on me, and today I woke up with messages from Zach and Quinn. So scheduled a call with Zach for next week, Tuesday, and I sent Quinn my calendar. Yeah, I will say the experience color protein is directly relevant. Like, and when I saw Quinn's message, the first time he was like, "Fuck yes," and I was like, "Oh wait, nah, be calm, like, act like you've been there before, that sort of thing, but also don't get like crushed by the downsides or overwhelmed by the upsides. Like steady as she goes. Essentially, I don't know if I can pronounce right now. Okay, there we go. So yeah, right now it's 12:30. I had a good start to the day. I think I woke up at 8, give or take, 7:55, 8. Got right on my meditation thing. Then came into the WeWork call with Mark. Had him do the first round of prospecting, about 15 clients, and I'm happy I said let's start with 15 because he made a mistake, which is not really a mistake, just something I did not clarify, because he just sent me a bunch of a bunch of leads across several cities, and I would prefer to just have like a bunch at a time. In fact, it doesn't really make sense for me to have told him to split them by city. Just like by day might make more sense. Why? Well, because I can segment by city already inside Sales Navigator. So that's like already a good start. Anyway, right now I'm going to Vodafone because I paid for my SIM card to be renewed 3 days ago, and I still don't have data. So I got to go to Vodafone, get that fixed. Then I'm going to the entrepreneur lunch with some of these guys from the Icon Hotel Entrepreneur Group. And then I'm going to go back to the WeWork, focus on getting my service offerings well defined, like well written out. And then sharing that with Adam, with Leke, and I think those two to start. Get like the first feedback and work from there. And other than that, I gotta do all the regular shit. Gotta make sure I find time for the gym today. There's that Latin dance / language event thing I mentioned. I want to go to, hanging out with Ken and a friend of his. I don't remember the guy's name. At the WeWork today. The other guy's like a young guy. He's very cool, very personable, hard worker. He also works in sales. Maybe 25 max, 25 years old max. So kind of like align the kinds of guys that I want to be friends with and I want to bring into my circle. So yeah, I'll see how that goes. Add him on IG and be like, hey dude, if you want to, actually I asked both of them if they want to go watch the Barca game tomorrow night. That would be good. And other than that, yeah, I gotta like also start keep making reservations and booking stuff for next weekend. I already started the transfer from Schwab to my BofA account that I'm gonna use to pay a bunch of this shit. So getting after it. Man, I am beat. It was quite a long day. A lot happened today. Came in to the WeWork at 10. I don't even know if this is the first video I recorded today or not. Came into the WeWork at 10. Had the call with Mark. Gave him the LinkedIn credentials. Got set up. He sent me some prospects. I'm gonna have to give him feedback about that. Then I went to the entrepreneur lunch. That was cool. Then I met Kian and his friend Jack, who's like a young guy, 27, on his shit, trains jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai or kickboxing at Templum, like driven, go-getter, like the kind of guy that I'm always talking about. Oh, okay, I want to be friends with these sorts of guys. Like he fits that archetype. So yeah, I met him, and we were all working together for a couple hours. I went to the entrepreneur lunch. for 2-3 hours. Also went to Vodafone. I got my data fixed. Finally. Fucking finally. I don't know if I said all this stuff before. That's how tired I am, but it all sounds familiar. And then, yeah, back in the WeWork. Then we went to get dinner. Or we went to get lunch. So I just hung out with those guys. I had a tea while they got their food. Then back to the WeWork again. We went to the 9th floor. And we met Yvette. She was up there. We all worked outside for a little bit. Then we met Yvette. We all kind of ended up hanging out for a couple hours. And Ken and I left. And her and Jack were still talking when we left. And yeah, dude, I don't know. It's just like a bunch of different things going on. And then we also met a bunch of other people at the WeWork. Made other friends. Man, Barcelona is just so like... I fucking love this place. I don't know what else to say. You just meet the coolest, most interesting people constantly. And yeah, you know, making new friends. One of the guys I'll be going to salsa with, potentially. I'll give it like a month of effort, like proper effort. I'll join a studio and sort of try it out and see how that goes. Or if the studio is not good, or if it's not conveniently located, then I'll go to another one, but, you know. But yeah, it was a good day. It was a good week. Making progress with the business. Today, not so much. There was, you know, mostly just hanging out, chilling with the crew kind of thing. Made a new friend kind of a day. But that's good too, right? Like, that's also important. And yeah, being around like killers or go-getters. That's good. That's what I want, you know? And people that are balanced, right? A guy that like, yeah, is into chicks. Guys that are, yeah, they're into chicks, but it's not the singular aspect of their personality, and they're not like prowling constantly for pussy. Or even if they are, they're like doing it in a socially calibrated way, you know? They're not like complete weirdos. So those are the things that I really just value at this stage of my life, and of course, building my business. I'm gonna go home. I'm listening to the Two Bops podcast right now, a conversation about value pricing. I'm gonna go home. I'll see how I feel when I get home. If I have the energy to focus, maybe I'll do a little bit more work. If not, maybe I'll meditate and crash, go to sleep. But yeah, so far a great day. This weekend, in theory, I'm gonna get coffee with Petrus Jr. And tomorrow I'm gonna, I shouldn't even say in theory, I don't like hedging like that. So yeah, this weekend, tomorrow, I'm going to watch UFC and El Clasico with the boys, Jack and his friends. I'm gonna go to the Deep Talks conversation in the middle of the day. I'm really liking that meetup. And then Sunday, Petrus said we should meet up and get coffee, and I said, how about Sunday at Soho? So I haven't heard back yet, but you know, we end up doing that. Also, Jack has a fucking driver's license, so we can rent cars and drive and see other parts of Catalonia. Wildly important to me. So yeah, slowly but surely moving things forward. And it just sort of shows, like, for me, really, like, all the difficulty has just been not being here consistently. Like, if I was here consistently, dude, I can just fucking, you know. So the visa situation is and continues to be the major problem. So working on that forever and always. And then once that's handled, I'll be dealing with the government and their tax regulations and all that stuff, and figuring how to structure things out, on top of, you know, getting clients, doing fulfillment, building a sales and marketing strategy, but all in due time. It's really fun. It's really fun. I feel very happy, very like driven. And I was talking with Ken about this, you know, like, struggle and the mission gives your life purpose. And when things come too easy, or when you're in a good place where you don't really have to try, it's not great. It's not great. Not only does it not bring the best out of you, but you become very unhappy and life becomes empty and hedonistic. So we always got to set our sights on something greater. You know, that's the way the human brain is wired, and for better or for worse, you have to learn to like manage and deal with that. All right, I'm signing out. That's it for the rest of the day, or for the rest of the night. I'll see you motherfuckers tomorrow.